Good morning, good morning. How are we all doing today, guys? I am so excited to be here making cards on this beautiful morning using the Oh Happy Day Quick Card Kit. So, let me pull up. While I'm pulling this up, let me know if you're here, if you're watching. I am so excited to be here making cards. Of course, we got my voice. All right. Hey, Brandy. All right, so I think I've shared a lot, probably too much, that card making is very intimidating for me. It just is. It's scary for me. And so something that I really love about the quick card kits is they're so intuitive. And I'm going to I want to open this for you and show you because they're amazing. So it comes in these bags. Like literally you can't go wrong, right? It comes in these bags and you can just take one and play there, which is kind of amazing. And then it's like everything you need to make 2 cards. And you can play to create and you can switch and swap the bags, but it's kind of amazing because it takes away that fear, I think. So you got 2 card bases, which you can always cut them in half and make 4 cards if you have your own card base. Hey everybody, come on in. And then you've got the tools you need, including 2 sentiments. So 1 for each of your cards. You've got everything you need. And I want to point out that on each of them, they have this example of what to use. And there's even a 3rd one, actually. But literally, like, you could just make those, get them done like that. No big deal whatsoever. It's kind of cool. And then you can always play to create, of course, but like, if you want that specific one, sounds great. I kind of am liking this gray, so I'm going to make my card base. And speed is the game here because I feel like sometimes you have the best intentions all the time. I mean, I do. I guess I don't know about you. I have the best intentions all the time. And gosh, it's like, oh, stuff happens, right? It just happens. And all of a sudden you don't get that card sent out. You don't tell this person that you're thinking about them. So this is something that you can literally do so easily and make it super simple way to make someone's day. Just remember your purpose is to be helpful. So one of the easiest templates, I think, with making cards, especially with these sentiments, is using brackets. I mean, I think that's one of the easiest go-tos. You know it's gonna, you're gonna be able to find a bracket that fits it. So for me, that's good. And it almost always translates into, it's really easy to like tuck it under a border. So if I can give you any tip for creating cards, I would say use your templates. And so something I do that I'm like, oh gosh, probably not the best idea in the realm of in the scheme of things, is I just start cutting. Just cut. This kit is really cute. It's Oh Happy Day, and it is 30% off right now along with the borders, and then the pocket paper kits are 50% off. Killer deal. And along with that, brand new kit. So, I want to show you. I picked mine up yesterday. I placed an order and got it from the home office. But it's really cute. Really simple way to make a bunch of cards. And if you didn't watch the video of Susan last night, we're going to be sending it out actually in an email. But it's so stinking cute. The way she was doing, like, this is super easy to do where you can just like make the same one, but you can also play to create and have a lot of samples. So that one is out in the shop as well. So I'm just cutting. So yeah, brackets is a great, these are tiny brackets. And they are a great thing to use, like to tuck under any borders. So because I already cut that out, I'll kind of show you. If you're putting your border, you know, you can have it you can have it crooked, you can have it anything. That's just really cute. So I'm going to pull out, because it is a cloud 9, I'm going to pull out in Tiny Celebrate. There's that cute little cloud. I just have to find it. So here's my Tiny Celebrate. So I think it'd be kind of cute to have a couple clouds on there as well. I'm going to use this one so it has the cute little hot air balloons in there. And then it also has, if I can find my olive cart, you know, a hot air balloon would be really cute to put on this. You obviously don't have to use a hot air balloon. It's kind of fun. I'm just rifling through my templates. It's always harder to find things when I'm on camera. But I also like to, I don't want to plan it out too much in advance because I want you to see kind of what that process looks like as far as like why I'm making certain decisions. I cannot find my hot air balloon, so we'll just keep going. I also kind of want to make these quick because I want to show you how quick you can make cards. That's like the beauty of these quick card kits. There's literally, there's not that stress of like, well, do I have paper that matches? Is it? And all these shapes are shrunk down so that you have, they're kind of smaller shapes. Like From the Heart is similar to one of the paper lines, and they shrunk down the patterns because when you're making these smaller ones, it just works really well. This would be really cute to kind of layer together, or even throw a little cloud under there as well. That's kind of cute with it underneath. So I'll do that. I need to get a... So Wild Side is one that's 6 inches. So if you're making a 6-inch card, that's kind of nice. But if you're only making your 5.5, super easy to just put a little notch there. And you know exactly where to cut for a 5.5-inch card. And with these, they're standard, so you can really just buy your envelopes anywhere. I usually buy big packs of, well, I mean, they have them at Hobby Lobby. I haven't had to buy them. I went to, like, it's called Artco in, that's cute, Artco in Rexburg, and I bought a bunch of envelopes from there, so I haven't had to buy any. You know, and I think green would be really cute there. So what I'm going to do is get a different template that I can layer in there. Has to be small enough to fit this one, though. I need to pull out a different... So here's Breezy. Oh yeah, that will fit. And I'm going to layer it on there. I think a little green would be really cute. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Let's see, let's just cut out this little border. A lot of times with the cards, it's just a matter of designing with color because you can put almost any little tiny thing anywhere. Just try to balance the colors, and it really is the sentiment of a card. I think that is the most important thing, and the fact that you're going to send it. So rather than that, I'm going to throw on that green. Then comes the beauty of inking. See, I actually was very sloppy. I'm going to probably erase a little bit on this one. Normally I don't worry about it, but Excuse me. Just go through and ink my border. The concept of borders are the same when you're doing cards, whether you're doing cards or scrapbooking. It's just to add that pretty pop of color and help your design, give you things to tuck in. Alright, almost done. I feel like we should have some sort of race contest on like how many cards we could make the quickest. I think they do that with like speeding, right? And then like there's points for cuteness still, but there's points for speed. I'm just inking everything, or getting some. So I just put the adhesive just on this so that I knew I wanted to tuck this in, but I can at least get the adhesive in. So this is going to be coming down. And then just go ahead and add this little border. And then we can toss, I love this pattern, by the way. That would have been cute too, but I like the little cloud underneath. And then, so something that I like to do, especially with cards, it's kind of fun to throw it on there, is to add a little bit of string. So sometimes you can do ribbon or anything, but just tie a little thing to help kind of separate it there. I used to do this with my mom. She used to do crafts all the time, and I would always hold my finger there for her. I don't have a little one here today though. There we go. And kind of bring it. Just tie a cute little bow. I just cut my fingernail. Anyway, and then just like super simple. Okay, I timed myself. Well, that takes a little longer. I don't think it was that long though. I started a little late, so like 10 minutes maybe to make a card. Super cute, easy. Now I have it ready to send. I'll add this to my little pile for when I have a birthday. Hey Tracy. Yeah, so there definitely is a way to see old videos. We are actively putting them on the blog. If you go to the blog and search, you can find it there. They're also still available within this. Like they're on Facebook. There has been a little bit of a transition as far as like, thank you. As far as like where they are and stuff. Do you remember what the September, like what was it about? And then I might be able to help tell you exactly where to find it. Okay. Alright, so with this one, I did this on purpose because I'm like, well, that's going to be kind of hard to use. But on this side, it's kind of fun to have that and then have it topped with this. So what I'm going to do is create a fairly big border. And then I was going to come in and pull this on here. And I thought that would be kind of fun. Maybe right there. I don't know. We will see. Maybe I'll just do it with that one. I love that, but I think we're gonna do the yash. Just go ahead and trace it. We're gonna start sharing those more. It's kind of cool. This whole system has taken some time to develop how we're gonna do it, but now their videos are all being added to YouTube, and then they're being added to the blog, which makes it so much easier finding a way, like finding them after the fact. Because Facebook, you know, as much as it's absolutely a tool we use to connect with people and to see people, and I think that's great personally, if you can get the negative out of your life. But you are dependent on Facebook algorithms and like just a lot of that stuff. So sometimes finding hard stuff can be, or older stuff can be hard. So the way we've made it is like, yeah, everything within a couple days will be added to blog posts. And I know my team is working really hard to get that caught up. So if it's not on there yet, it will be. Tracy. Idea book inspiration. Okay. I am not remembering. Sorry, but it will have the date. If you go to the blog and search, it will have the date that the video was, so you can find that. You should be able to find it pretty easily, and I'll try to tag, or I'll try to share that link with you when I'm done with this. All right, so like you can always save these afterwards. It'd be kind of fun to add in the middle of the card. Oh, Happy Day is just such a, it's such a cute, like the coral is so cute. Chevrons is a fun one. And then I'm going to ink this. So this was the other side. Oops. Okay, put that on the... And then, so the sentiment that I have left is that. So a lot of times if you're not sure like what it's gonna fit, although I cut off the bottom, so darn it. That was my bad for, oh, see, I created this guy on that. So I don't have a lot of room there. So I need to find something that's gonna work a little bit better. So whether that's, that would work. See, and so on this, I'm only using the top bit of my bracket, but that would work cute. That's what happens when you don't look before you cut. So you might want to keep aside the different sentiments. Well, that's one of the reasons brackets is your friend with tiny, with making cards. Tiny brackets is like such a great tool. I would say it's like a must-have. I like having some of these because, you know, it's not very specific to like birthday or anything. And so what's nice about that is that you have some more freedom to, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know, especially in these times, you just want to raise people's spirits and like, how can I help pump you up? How can I help make you happier right now? Because you know what? Right now we're all struggling with a little bit with just being happy. And if you can go like, I don't know, like go to Ulta and raid their little samples at the front and put together a little like pick me up for your friend. And then just throw a little card on it. That's something that, you know, you can buy a couple samples. Target has a bunch too if you don't have an Ulta nearby. You know, just a bunch of samples, like maybe one face mask and a little mini lotion and a little mini candle or something. Just, it really doesn't matter what you buy. I think the key in that is that you're just trying to tell people that you care. And that's where I think sometimes in these times specifically, people are just a little lonely. It can be, I mean, me personally, I feel great. I'm an introvert. I feel like I'm doing okay, but even then I struggle a little bit. So for those people that need a lot more, it's extra trying. So even if you can't go be with them. So see, and now that I did that, I'm like, well, that doesn't really work. So maybe I'll just save this for the inside. Anything you cut can be used somewhere. That's what's kind of fun about cards. You know, and that way you just have a little more fun in the inside. And so in this case, like, I think I'm going to switch it. So it's going to be at the bottom of the card instead, and actually I'm going to put it right here, because now I can add a different border right there, and then I used it all. I just think you can't go wrong with cards. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got people who are incredibly talented, like Gal Owens, amazing at making cards. But you don't have to have perfect cards. I think the sentiment is like, hey, I took the time to make this for you. Like that makes people feel better, you know, like feel so great. And so just tucking it in. Sweet. So in this case, I feel like it is missing something, like a flower or anything. So I'm going to pull out my little flowers. I keep all my flowers, like my baby flowers, that are just so tiny in here because I like to layer them a lot. So like that would be cute with a little flower on top. So, well, that's too big. I think these are from the snap frames. They have a lot of really cute flowers in the snap frames. So see, what I can do is layer those two right there and add just a little bit of color and a little bit of fun. I'm gonna do this one and that. Del, never put awful cards in this trash, dang it. Your awful is somebody's treasure. Save those ones for your husband. Somehow they don't care as much that you made a homemade card. But I still think that sentiment can mean a lot. For my husband, a lot of times it's simply like getting him a Mountain Dew from the store is all that he needs. He doesn't need a card, but I think showing people you care is important. Find out what means to them. But a lot of times, like, I'm thinking about like a neighbor down the street. She seems really stressed, and you know, I don't know her very well, but our kids are friends, and I don't know, I just feel like, oh, I think she's really stressed and having a hard time. And so I think when you get those impressions, like, make a card, send it over, like, really, like, who's going to be upset about that? Who's going to really, honest to goodness, be like, darn it, that was just not nice. Nobody's going to say that if you send a card, even if it's ugly. There's no ugly cards, but even if it's not the cutest thing in the world, they're going to say that was really thoughtful. Trudy, these are Oh Happy Day, which I remember when we were creating these, everybody's singing Oh Happy Day constantly. In fact, I just watched Sister Act. I think they sing that on that. I love that movie. I love any musical, but I like that one. Gal, 100%. Like, I love that attitude. She just said that, like, a lot of times her notes are on Post-it notes. Amen. I mean, if you have more time to make it cute, more power to you. But, and I know maybe that's counterintuitive since we are a paper company, but, like, I say follow your instincts, and if you have time to like throw something kind of cute. I have a lot of camera post-it note scale, so that happens a lot. I feel like that's personalized, right? So it's showing the love if you have a heart post-it note for sure. You have the power to change someone's day and to make them happy and to make them feel amazing. You have that power, and if you have the power, then you should do something about it. Because it's kind of funny when you get like one negative comment among 500 positives, but when you have someone go out of the way to do something like this, I feel like it counteracts some of those negatives that people hear in their lives, even if it's just like, well, you know, you didn't read with your son today. Well, you're doing something else right. You know, just kind of got to do a few things. I hate reading with my kids. I know that's horrible, but I don't hate it. I just think that it's one of those things that I forget to do. And so I hate that pressure. I guess I hate the pressure of having to read to them. But, so definitely something that, I think I inked the wrong side on that. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. Yes, these colors are so pretty. And they're bright and yet calming. So just a little simple. Yeah, everything does not have to be perfect. And you've got a little flower. And so something you can do is, I never remember to use buttons, but just throw a little button on there. Let's see, like green would be really cute because it matches that. Just throw a little button on there. I think sometimes we save a lot of these cutenesses because you're like, oh, I want to save it for something, and just use it and give you permission. Use it. Anyway, I mean, that took 30 minutes, and a lot of that is longer because I'm chatting. So it would not take you that long. I wanted to show since, so these are my 2 cards I just made. All I did was grab one of these bags. It was like the simplest thing ever. Each Kwik card kit comes with 5 bags, so you can make 10 cards easily. And then, I mean, I do have some like scraps and stuff, so I mean, I bet easily, look at that. If I had a white base, I could easily make another card without problem with these scraps. So pull out, you know, easily make more. These are from yesterday. And I wanted to, since I have this specific kit, I wanted to show you something that Mindy made like 3 years ago, guys. Oh my gosh. But they're the cutest things ever. And she gave me some, and I was planning on handing them out, and I never did. So at this point, I'm like, I need to redo it so that I can like not have really old jelly beans. But look how cute these are. And Mindy just made them with this kit. So like if you want to do little handouts, little tags, these are great for those. And so like super cute. You just kind of use a board, one of these. That's not the one she used, of course, but like you just use a tiny border and fold the paper first, then trace and cut, and it staples right on there. Super easy, super simple, but a cute way to give a gift. I think you could absolutely do that with, actually it'd be really cute with these for little Christmas gifts. You could use the paper there. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. This was made, oh, this isn't the same kit, is it? Anyway, but I just saw these and I thought I would share them with you because they're really cute. You can make them with any of the Kwik card kits. So super simple. A little way to spread some joy. Yes, Gail made a good point. Like if you're mailing, button's not always the best option because they are thicker. But like most of the time I don't mail. I just, I just like throw them in there if I'm going to see them. So yes, that does make a difference though. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Let me throw these up here again. So these are my 2 cards I made. Super simple. Oh Happy Day is a great kit and 30% off today. So thanks for playing, and we will talk to you guys later.